that will be coming up right there. But before we get to Wakiso Giants, Susie, tomorrow is a live game or a live broadcast of the Tuambe Corporate League semi-finals that will be right at Tuambe 3 p.m. and then there's that of 5 p.m. that will be coming up. But remember, also the Community Shield kicks off tomorrow with Manchester United against Manchester City at Wembley. Now, all those are big encounters right there. Susie, welcome yet again, but let's start with the Tuambe. How ready are you for the game?
For the Tuambe games, I definitely think we are ready. This is something that has been in plan. So definitely the D-Day is tomorrow, and all now we have left is to ask every other person out there to say in Lubarati that Drisi Emewe mi ofesi. Amadrisi te Tuambe ada.
You are not going. Tell me TV ba.
So eka vini tue munyera kwa melumi TV ba kan kusemo nero. Me vini amesudate me amesudate me remengo ite avoli yere amadini yoro yepi Tuambe ada arbi du mini Tuambe asiti ko persimu area.
Arebo, what does it mean?
Hai mini ba rebo na.
So mito rera mi disimbrana sana.
Yo me resemu na yo. Retabe furale ni nyiku yo.
Alright, but all in all, it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow, we shall be having that live for you on the screens. It's going to be at Tuambe Arena. Of course, the Tuambe Corporate League third edition continues. With Save the Children taking on Heritage, and then of course you'll be seeing the teachers corporate team OFC will be taking on the team of the Buganda community. Yes, that's how it's going to be. So tomorrow, like kickoff, Save the Children versus, of course, the team of Heritage. Then at 5, you'll be also watching live the team of Save the, Buganda community against the teachers. So the likes of Etoma and the rest are going to be in action right there. Susie, that's how teams are waiting, and that's how things are going to be working for you right there. Of course, the public relations of West Nile TV did confirm. Susie said that iketo reko mimune iketo muneko ere all right. Wakiso Giants, serious business they are doing after, of course, the coming over Tony Maweje and bringing in Stephen Bengo as the head coach means that these two former players of Uganda are attracting in different players and nice players. Now, the advantage is that they have also an advantage of attracting different players who will love to play under them, just like Samson Sizo Kuti here. Everyone will want to play with Samson Sizo Kuti because he is a phenomenal figure. He has done a lot in there. How do we see the team of Wakiso Giants come this season, 2024-25 season?
I think this is quite a very good one, because if you look at Mpadira from his previous years, he did play with some club called Koda or something like that, and then he did also have engagements with Chambogo University in the inter-university games, where in all these two outgoings he netted, I think, 11 goals in there, and this time around being the fourth person that our Wakiso Giants gets to add onto their books is quite very, very interesting. He gets to join the likes of the Ziwas, Derek, and the rest in there. And just like you had said, after, by the way, the Purple Sharks added in the two duos, the Tony Mawejes, it becomes very easy that a lot of these talented players, or a lot of these young people, or every other player that is there wants to come to them and work under them, because yeah, this is someone maybe when you were growing up they were very prolific, they were just like you had said, phenomenal and all that. Yeah. So it feels
when
great
I was still at
working
school,
under them.
I loved the Bengo. Then I had to cram shot number 6, Tony Maweje, his Rasta and the rest were there. Though they used to talk about the dancing Rasta, Katerega and the rest, but still, man, Tony Maweje was...
So meaning, by now, if you were still
if I was a player,
you would really love to go and be playing under them.
Because he was one name. Really, I loved the way he was handling the midfield. Stephen Bengo would bang goals. I remember he scored some goal when I think I was in, yes, I was still in primary. And I'm like, oh, this one, Bengo. So Really a good one. But all in all, this guy, Mbalirwa, he has come at or at the right time, timely, because recently Wachiso Giants lost a player by the names of Kenneth Chimera, who crossed over to Viper Sports Club, and a very good striker that they had last season. Now, this season, that means they needed to have a replacement for this player because it's one big one. But him crossing over means now they have gotten in a substitution in there immediately. Right now, there is ongoing action over the two sides because this player, Mbalirwa, is now in... I tried following where he is in the Budo team, Masaza Cup, that is ongoing right now. So the Saza Cup still continues, but now there are very many players in this Masaza games. You know, Masaza is like clan games that are there. I think a few, it is only, but it's under the kingdom. Of course, right there, just like how the Kera Alur kingdom has been putting Kopo Bimu, Kopo Mino Bimu, where they identify different talents. There are already limitations where you see that players don't go in there. So you can identify new players, and very many clubs in the Central have gotten their players from the Masaza Cup. Very many times. They even, those Saza Cups that you see, even our own players from West Nile play in because they are paid for that, and they play under that. So when they tell you which one is your clan, in fact in Luganda they say Wedirachi, and then someone is like Nedira Ngavi, this in Budu, and you know things working out. So those are some of the things that are right there. But all in all, I think Wachiso Giants is trying to push in a lot of things to see that the team grows. One thing I've loved with Wachiso Giants is that they always have a target. And the target, ever since they entered the UPL, the target is never to come back. And every time you see even like Wachiso Giants is going to be off, they survive relegation. They have that. They accumulate certain number of points. You will see them win consistently, consecutively. And then they will also beat them like consecutively in some of the games. And you're like, what is happening? But at last, they are right there. So that is one big moment in there. Now, some 4 players from Viper Sports Club have also bid farewell, and this is a very, very big one. As officially confirmed by that is the club, of course, the club. After that is the expiration of this. Out of the 4 is the mid winger. I'm talking about Martin Kiza, the defensive midfielder Marvin Joseph, young man, then right back Ashraf Mandela, and left back Issa Mobiru have all said bye-bye to the team of Vipers Sports Club. Shall Vipers regret, or since they have not given them new contracts, that means maybe they are not in the plans of Vipers Sports Club?
Vipers just recently did unveil their squad of the 2025 squad fully. Of course, of the people or the players that you will be seeing that will be featuring in all the fixtures of Star Times Uganda Premier League and every other engagement that Vipers will be taking part in. So basically, if you're not going to see the list and you're not going to see any other player that probably was there last season, which definitely should send in some alarm in your head, meaning that this player probably could have a contract expiration in there, in that Vipers would not be interested in giving them a contract extension and all that. So basically that is something we're waiting for, because we've seen in a lot of sagas where you see someone being not included in the current squad that is there, and then when another team, when this other, the same player wants to cross to another team, Vipers comes in and says so and so is still in our system and all that. So there are normally a lot of those sagas. So this time around, I literally feel that they should come out clear and say these are the people that we have released. And
they have already done that since yesterday.
And then I think they have plans, because Vipers has a lot of good players, by the way.
Now, as I talk right now, of course, my question was, where exactly next are these players going, and what exactly will be they doing? Now, right now, as I talk as being free agent, Mandela himself already, we did see him joining at the team of Police Football Club from Rwanda. And then, of course, while Mubiru has already crossed over to KCCA Football Club, we did see that also. He is going to be there. For the man, young man, he's one name that you could be talking about where next, because he has not gotten a club. But I'm told, and heavily being linked with the move away from that is the country and is going abroad. And of course, if you look at what exactly the combative midfielder is all about, he is being linked with a move to the team in Germany. So we're expecting a very good juicy deal in Germany coming right there, because he had a splendid performance last season for Vipers Sports Club. Now he is right there. But for Vipers, have they gotten replacement is the question somebody could be asking me right here. And I can confirm to you that Vipers have gotten all secured in replacements for all these players who are right there. And this includes, of course, the signing of Derek, you would say that Ndahiro, who of course replaced Mubiru, who has been right there. And then there's Nicholas Wadada, of course, who also returns to that is the club after 4 years. He's with the team. Who doesn't know Wadada? He has been out. And then, of course, if you look at the striking department where Milton is to be talked about, Chimera, the man we have just talked about from Wachiso Giants, comes in. That means he will be a very good replacement. And also, they got in an Angolan midfielder by the names of Pedro Sukuya, who has come into the Viper Sports Club team. So all those names are very, very big, because they look onto how they can push issues of finances and the rest, because the more numbers you have, the more expenses that you're going to be incurring right through. So I think Vipers are doing right business, and it is also being believed that our free agent Gift Fred is on that is the verge of joining the Venoms. So they will still be adding more names that will be coming right there. But could Freddy's move be another interesting one for this team?
Gift Fred, I think now I should say, yeah, it could be a very good one, but he's going to have a lot of work to do to of course definitely prove himself that, yeah, he was quite a very good add-on to the team and all that. Because basically now, if you look at the squad of Vipers, you definitely accept that Vipers has a very good squad, because by the time Vipers is going for you, they definitely could have tracked your footsteps for a very long time, and they know you're one person, maybe you're good at what you're doing, you're very good at your department. Could it be the striking department, the midfield and all that? So basically, I think a Gift could be a very good add-on to the team coming in to join the likes of the Alan Okellos and the rest. It could really be a very good one, unless otherwise we're yet to watch them in the fixtures that are yet to come up front.
Now, off from that is the world of football, still crossing to other sports disciplines, and this time around I want us to talk about the rugby world right there. Now, of course, one of our guys, that is Aaron Ofoiruth, who of course is originating from West Nile. And not forgetting, of course, Ogena, who has also been right into the mix. Of course, being called upon to go to Denmark and to play for, that is Scandinavian Sevens that will be taking place. And the team that they will be playing for is called Lions 7. And that will be coming right there. And this could be a very good one, because this club is getting into this open series that I've just talked about, the tournament 7 series that will be in Denmark. How juicy is that for these two Ugandan players, rugby players?
I think this is quite a very good one, definitely. For there is the two that will get to test in the waters over how rugby could be played overseas, I should say, because basically rugby that has been played in Uganda has proven it time and again that these are people who definitely have gone in. We've seen a lot of our rugby players here go in, even as the national team, they go into honor in international fixtures, and most times they get to win. So basically, for the fact that these two have been identified, I think they have literally been identified in the way that which literally has attributed to the hard work and the rest. So for the two that they will be going in there, I think this comes in as a selection, because the two were selected. It didn't come just through an easy work. So this quite is going to be a very good one, meaning the rest will have to work hard. This, by the way, first of all, it's going to propel the rest of the people that weren't Warriors able to earn in this very selection to see that they work so hard, so that next time when another selection or another opportunity comes like this, they will be able to also get to be selected. They will be able to get to be poached in there, so that they also get to travel out to play this very game and showcasing their talent in there. And basically going out there to play, you never know, some other more I should say more juicier deals could be coming through, and the people or the stakeholders of the various clubs around the world could be watching. So basically, if you go there and put in your best, you could equally also get another deal from the other side. So to me, it's quite a very good add-on and a positive to their CV.
All right, a very big one, of course, to talk about right there. What is Arua City waiting for the confirmation of their CEO? Is also another question somebody has asked me. They did interviews, and out of that, a couple of names came through on the list. They are done with the interviews. Already, some of us have known who are the persons in charge, but there's nothing coming out from Arua City. Is the person fired before job or what?
By the way, that is also very disturbing, because if you look at their social media, their Facebook page, I should say, this is something I have been following, because I've been seeing rumors of people posting in, just like you had said, rumorly, we already know the person that is there, and we've been seeing other people posting in the same person. But I've been following in their Facebook page, where they've always been saying that put your notifications on, you know, alerting people out there, all their fans. They say put your notifications on, breaking news is coming, and then tomorrow they say put it. So somehow they started receiving a negative comments, I should say. People like every other time, this is now like 3 days, you're telling us we should be alert, and yet the information is not coming. Someone even said a comment, just like you had said, have you fired the person before the job starts or before they're in office? What is happening? You guys are taking so long. Maybe, I don't know what they're waiting for. We should also maybe try and be patient and wait for the official unveiling.
But anyway, Arua City had, of course, I should say the suitable candidates were only two that I could say who could have battled, because they have been in practicing that. Papito Devigan, Muto, you can talk about, he's called Muhammad. And then there is Joe Gaddafi, who was also right there. These two were so close that everyone was looking into to see that will be one CEO. So 8 of them could become the CEO of Arua City Football Club. And indeed the panel was a long one, with 8 panelists that sat into that moment to see that it works out. So questions are coming to me, but I can tell you that I'm not going to ask or answer those questions right now. I'll be answering them. But truly, they have already gotten one person who, of course, we're waiting for them to unveil. But I've seen the possibilities or the percentage of the person who would be in charge of Arua City Football Club is the percentage that is very, very high. Was high chances. Looks to be the man who is already trending on social media, Mohamed Devigan, who could become the CEO of Arua City Football Club. So we're waiting for that official confirmation, whether it's true or whether it's just rumors that is yet letting all this move. But the percentages look very high, and we should be expecting something soon, right there, soon or later. Now, of course, I can also confirm to you that a lot of things are happening. Nebi Central already have been in training for 3. Now it's going to the second month, Nebi Central, and they have been having friendlies here and there. And the regional league, remember, is going to be, I should say, one of the last things to start as far as the organogram of the league is concerned. FUFA Big League, Premier League, Big League, and then Regional League. And then, of course, the 4th and 5th will be coming right there. But all in all, teams are already preparing. Teams are already gearing up. And this is where you could be saying that there's something for a club. Like, if you are really managing a club, that needs to be in your mind that this is where we need to focus. Last season, Nebi Central started the same, but they ended up not achieving whatever it is. I'm meant to know that Nebi Central is also changing another management. Because by the time they were finishing the season, they did not finish with the people they started with. That's why Nebi at some time became a little bit shaky. Now Nebi Central wants new management, and they're putting in there. Though there are some people who are there, like the technical director, the CEOs, still remain the same. So what do you say?
Nebi Central, probably maybe before I talk about Nebi Central, Pakwach Youngsters is also another team that is in high gears doing preparations. They're adding in a lot of players, by the way. And the other day they just did have their AGM. Whatever it is that transpired is also for another day. And they are already in camp also training. They could also be another team that has lasted for quite some good number of weeks into training. There is a Pakwach Young Stars in there. Then coming to Nebi Central. Nebi Central has always had one problem, Mr. Wood. And Nebi Central has, they give you a job, they tell you, yeah, we want to work with new management and all that, but then when you come, there are certain people, I don't know under what category they fall in. They are the people that, to me, kill in the beautiful game of football within a Nebi Central. Because these are people who will direct, if I told you a coach, you're there, you are a coach and you are supposed to know the people you train with, and the people that are supposed to feature, that is according to me, the people that are supposed to feature on game days are the people that come for trainings. But this is Nebi Central that will give you a job as a coach and tell you the people you're supposed to play. This person, even if they don't mind whether the person has been coming in for training. So they literally shake the job of the coach. They make you lose interest and all that. And it is also the same problem that Leah was facing. And I think Leah realized their problem, and they had to quit that and allowed in Olema Hamza to come in and allowed him to do his work smoothly. And that's how we saw Leah finishing in there. And by the way, they still have issues, unsolved issues that we are yet.
Leah finishing in there, and yet there were allegations of them of match fixing.
Exactly,
and the rest of the
have issues,
there.
but they said they've already cleared it, and yet there's never been an official statement coming through from the DFA saying Leah is supposed to be relegated, but they still say they're in the regional league. They finished on top of the other club, that now if Leah was to be relegated, the other club is supposed to remain one club, I think in Zeu or something like that. So basically Nebi Central and Leah have been having the same problems. You're employing someone and at the same time ordering them on their job. So they should desist from that. That is basically when they will start performing, even if they train for 10 months ahead of the season. So long as they still have, they still don't trust the people they employ, they will definitely still be going down the drain.
Now, this takes me to Paidha Black Angels. Who is their next coach? Already reports have different people being selected or named as their new head coach right there, because my man Hassan does not have papers. That's one big one, because you need to be with papers to make sure that you achieve. And for big league, it's at least CAF B, CAF B. That you need to have. You with CAF C, yes, you will be there unless this club is going to be registered in somebody's name and you are a coach right there to see that this works out. Okay, at least a beginner's CAF C, maybe if you could have in there to also push that moment. So all these are some of the things in there. Now, who would be the best suitor for Paidha Black Angels is the question. Are they back to normal? Because I remember some time back, coaches ran away from Paidha because of also the same character you're just talking about. Everyone wanting to intrude, assuming that he or she knows more. And that always lets down a coach to do whatever is there. Only one who will lose. By the way, the only advantage is that Hassan was winning at home. Only one loss like this at home makes fired. You a coach who is under pressure to be fired. Even a fan can fire you. Trust me.
That is it. That is exactly what I was saying, that the people need to trust those that they employ to do their work.
I can tell you and confirm to you that deals that are almost getting done, or that is already done, is Onama Bosco going to Koboko this time round. He has left Yumbe Best side Raka. A lot of threats to him were, of course, said to be incited. Because of one or two things that came through. Maybe he didn't do well, maybe he had this, but I can confirm to you in the transfer locally here that Onama Bosco soon will be unveiled as one of the coaches in Koboko. I will tell you the club.
In one of the teams in Koboko.
One of the clubs. Of course, a team that comes, whether Koboko Rising or Tipsa, I will let you know. But he is already, the deal is almost done, and I'll be giving you all that update. But already, I spotted him, our camera spotted him in Koboko, in certain office, trying to discuss and finalizing there. So Nama Bosco would be going. Now the question is he also going to go with his players from Araka Football Club to where he is supposed to go? Because that's one thing that he has been. We saw him scoop very many players from Leah. Went to them, from Leah, and then some of his former players, taking them, the names like Madiba and the rest who went, Ikitas, who of course went. Of course, right now Ikita is also like on a move, because if Oname is not there, then you are seeing very many players. Now, I can tell you as a coach that there's always 7 players that are your players in a team. Whether do or die, they will always die with you. 7. So those are the backups that a coach will always have in a team. Will know I brought this and this is going to do. He really assembled very well also the Araka team, though they had a few challenges that maybe could not arise or could not really work well with them. But all in all, he is on a move. Journeymen in this country are really there. But what could be the problem? Why do you think he should be going? Or don't you think he needed another time to still push the Araka team, maybe 1 or 2 seasons?
Pressure.
Because I don't think that it was only 1 season that he signed at Araka, no?
To me, I think there is pressure and too much expectations, because we all know how prepared Araka was to go through to the big league. I mean, we did see, okay, when they started the season, they didn't have the hopes. They started like underdogs with a few fears here and there. But then when they started beating people for fun and winning in, and of course,
I loved the move. I loved the move. They were doing very well.
Yeah, they're doing very well.
That means there was focus, because mostly I think that things changed when the January transfer and then Nama coming in.
Yes, exactly, and all that. Yeah. So with the fact that the January transfers even came through, it only did affect them a little bit. It did not have it didn't affect them so much to the fact that they went up to the playoffs of the regionals, even the finals and all that. This specifically should tell you that this now comes down to what I said, too much expectations from the coach. Probably they expected him to push them or propel them through to beat their PBA and cross over to be the overall champions, and also be the favorites to finish top and be playing a big league this season. So too much expectations are bad. To me, that is what caused his exit.
I remember saying that the team of Araka in that playoffs won't survive. I remember saying here on set. Why? Because I knew, I looked at the team style play here. They're very good. They dominated. But again, I came to, there's something called, when you're too confident, it kills you.
Exactly.
Yes, they went in very well here, and we expected them to go to the next, because I was already counting maybe 5 teams that will be representing us in the big league, of course, this season. Maybe even beating Paida would be an advantage to us to see that things, but it didn't work out. So I expected that, and I knew one day Onama would not be there because the expectation is very hard. The sponsors are expecting, the fans expecting, the players have done everything
even
possible.
Your own colleagues.
So it's a very big one. But okay, 17th at War Memorial Stadium, Peche, Rua Hill Sports Club will be taking on KCCA in a friendly match, 3 p.m. Hey, that is what is happening in there. So, for those who thought Arua Hill is defunct, I can confirm to you, Gulu City is where the team has gone. Let's take a break.